in terms of the whole base posture structure thing, I remember first learning about that and being like, holy shit, this is the best way to learn jiu-jitsu. This is the best way to explain jiu-jitsu. I almost got dogmatic, myopic with it. I was like, this is the best way. And now I look at it and I'm like, it's something everyone needs to know. But there's so many ways to learn jiu-jitsu. There's so many ways that you can teach jiu-jitsu. It's endless, really. So when I look at it now, I kind of just look at it as like, it's something everyone should know. And it's something that you can get a lot of mileage out if you're new, or even if you're advanced. It can help you understand the actual physics and biomechanics behind jiu-jitsu. That's, I think, Rob's biggest contribution to jiu-jitsu is that base posture structure formula, because it is really, really good. It's really important. Is it the only way or the best way to teach jiu-jitsu? Who knows? I've changed my opinion on that. I study a lot of Danaher and Gordon. These guys use very, very specific techniques. Then you go to a guy like Greg Souders and he's like, don't tell them how to do anything, or don't, give them basic ideas and constraints to work within and let them self-organize, right? He doesn't say don't tell them anything, but he's not as specific with techniques, right? So there's so many different ways to learn. And you're going to tell me that Danaher and Gordon are doing it wrong? Like, that's crazy. But at the same time, who's right? Is there a right way? Is there a best way? I don't know. I like to always look at the top athletes and top coaches and look at their content. And I kind of just take everything and put it into a blender and try and put my own spin on it and my own interpretations on it. And hey, this detail worked really good for me. I think it can help you, right? Or another thing I do is I look at like, what are the common issues when you're learning a technique? What kind of common issues do I see around the room? If everyone's making the same mistakes, then hey, that's an indication that is something that needs to be fixed, because we're all just naturally making the same mistake. And then you fix that and everyone's like, oh, and they get to the next level, right? So as much as I love base posture structure as a theory, maybe I'm spoiled, but like that was years ago. And now I'm trying to really go into my systems and trying to find even better ways to teach jiu-jitsu. But you could always explain why something works in terms of physics and science using base posture structure, which I think is immeasurably valuable.